Hey YouTube, it's Brother Mark here. I hope you're well and good. I wanted to give an update today about my sister-in-law Brenda, for those of you that are interested, and read just a little bit of scripture and talk about it. So it's from James 5:16, in particular a part within the middle where it says, "And pray for one another that ye may be healed. The effectual fervent prayer of a righteous man availeth much." It's a really, really great verse and very true in this situation because, and I was remarking in this to an email I've literally just sent this morning to a couple of Christians, that I have never seen so much overwhelming support and prayer for another Christian. It's been really humbling to see just how many people have been coming together for Brenda, whether in the Philippines or in the US or the UK. The emails that I've received about her, and people saying, we're praying for Brenda, and it's been overwhelming. I've never seen such level of support for another Christian, and it's been really encouraging for me personally to see that, and also just to witness the healing that's taking place. It's something that you can't deny, and to know where the source of that healing comes from it's a big comfort to me. So, and the update that I wanted to give, and I'll try and keep this relatively short, is that she's now out of the hospital. So she'd made enough progress to leave. She still had a tube in her nose, and I think that's still there, but it's going to come out very soon. She can't speak, but she can fully understand what people are saying to her, and she can acknowledge that physically, by smiling or not smiling or nodding her head. And she is mobile now, which really surprised me. So yesterday I had a video call with my wife, and she was telling me that she was walking from the bed that we have for her. So she's staying in our house. I think I mentioned that in the previous video. And she was able to walk from there to the restroom, which really personally surprised me on both of those counts, that she was even able, one, to do that, and to do both those things. And so I was really shocked. And then to top it off as well, I was seeing with my own eyes as my wife turned the phone screen to show that she was sitting on the couch or the sofa, depending what country you come from, watching television. An amazing, remarkable turnaround. And when I go back to, had I been recording every single day when that happened, the first night, honestly, I think the great majority of us were preparing for her to pass away. I mean, that's how serious it was and how devastating the stroke was. So to see it now turn around so dramatically, it can only be the hand of God. And, the family have been deeply grateful for the prayers, for the help, and of course to the Lord, of course, for healing Brenda. But it's just been remarkable to see this evidence of the Lord's healing. Just remarkable. So now the situation is that she can't speak, but that the great majority of other things are now kind of coming together. So I think the problem that she has with her mouth is I don't think she's able to swallow. I think that's still the case. So she still has the tube, as far as I understand. So, swallowing, eating and drinking is still a bit of an issue, but she's going to have therapy for that. So the support that I've received from other Christians, at the moment I'm holding on to, because what that is paying for is the aftercare and, speech therapy, the caregiver that's now staying with her every day, that we've hired. And it's actually the sister of someone in the family, so a woman who married into the family. It's hard for me to figure out how to say who that is, but it's the sister of that woman, and so we trust her, and it's the right choice, and it's a good choice, and progress is going really well. So it's really all of that, the aftercare, that's now the thing. So, and we had some good news as well on the medical bills, that there's some substantial help there, and it's all looking really good, really positive. So this is what I wanted to report today. And for those of you that are watching, that prayer does work. The Lord heals. You know, these are really good things for you to know, to hear about. Again, if you want to contact me, and I have some pictures to share, you can see for yourself if you like. Just the progress. I've got pictures from, you know, about a week or so in, which I kind of sort of sneakily took, and I felt a bit awkward about that. And you can see the difference between how she was then. You know, really, it's almost like the only way she could communicate was with her eyes and you know, partial sort of head movements. But to the point now where there's a picture where she's in hospital, and you can see she's smiling, she's paying attention, and now mobile and everything. It's a remarkable turnaround, truly remarkable, and hopefully that gives you some real encouragement. It's encouraged me. It's encouraged me a lot, actually. And I wish I was still there, but I can't be. You know, I saw the kind of worst of it, I suppose. But even towards the end, when I was just leaving, you know, it was every day there was some sort of positive or encouraging news, and the family never really gave up hope. I think, as I said at the first point, we were bracing ourselves for the worst news. But you know, she's a fighter, actually, and I think many of us would have probably you know, either given up or not fought so hard. But I've never seen somebody sort of fight for their life so hard, actually. So just really humbling. The whole experience for me personally has been incredibly humbling. So, you know, that's what I wanted to report today. Just a short video. There's going to be some more things that I want to talk about going forward. I've had some emails, and one brother in particular has given me an idea for something that I'd like to spend a bit more time talking about. And it was a very well worded admonition, actually, from him about kind of what to do and how to sort of take it, the channel going forward. Really, really good advice. And so that's what I mean, you know, when I said on the previous video, look, and I've said this before, you know, if you kind of see me going a certain way, then let me know. You know, if you have advice or counsel, you know, or even reproof, then let me know. That's what we should be doing as Christians, helping one another, pointing out when someone's kind of drifting off slightly or there's an issue, because that's how we help one another. So I'm going to talk about that going forward a bit more. So anyway, I'm going to cut this short where I am now. It's a nice short video. I do pray that the kind of report that I've given, good news from a far country, right? I do pray that that's encouraged you today. So thank you for watching. God bless and Godspeed.